Come on in, everybody. Come on in. 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 Um. All right. So let's go ahead and start this episode. All right. Hello, hola, konnichiwa, ni hao. Assalamu alaikum. And best of all, say welcome back to my super short show. This is Nameless Fame, and I'm your host, Gabrielle. So, what is the message that I have for you all today? Um, First of all, I just want to say, for those of you, well, I don't think anybody's working because it's Thanksgiving, but if you're working, go ahead and take a potty break. And if you're driving, go ahead and pull over. All right. Um, so yeah. First of all, I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving, and today is November 24th, 2022. Currently 9:24 p.m. All right. Why am I making this episode? Well, I kind of did say the last episode would have been my last because of gang stalkers getting really comfortable, and I'm very disturbed by it. So, but now, um, I'm getting this, obviously, this urge and this download, right, to say something because of Shinquella. So I just want to say rest in peace, Shinquella Robinson, I believe is her last name. Um, so for those of you who don't know, Shinquella went to Mexico with a group of friends. Long time friends, okay? Long term, long time childhood friends, so called friends, to Mexico. Well, um, so she trusted these people because obviously they're childhood or preteen, teenage friends that she knew for a very long time, and lost her life by her so called friends. So I am very, very, very triggered by this because that could have been my story too. Go ahead and have a seat. There is a lot of things that people don't talk about, all right? And if you don't know, you sit down and shut up and mind your business. But I'm going to go ahead and share this story because I can relate. I too could have been Shanquela. Yes. So many times. I know I am a survivor of many things that people don't know about. And when you see someone walk with their head high, um, and walk with, like their shit don't stink, trust and believe they have a story, okay? So go ahead, grab your popcorn, have a seat, grab your tea, all right? So, once upon a time, my so called family, we had a family vacation, okay? we had a family vacation, and you know, I was just like, okay, this is pretty cool. I felt like it was a setup. You know how your gut feelings like, I don't know. I don't know if I should go. But I was just like, you know what? It's a free trip. Why not? So, um, so yeah, I went on this family vacation abroad. All right, I'm not gonna name what country, but yeah. So I went abroad with family, and we were having a blast, laughter, joy. Just hanging out, so excited, and etc. etc. But what ended up happening was I ran away from home or from my Airbnb for the first time ever. I never ran away from home before. Ran away from home before. That was the day. Okay, when I tell you the first time, and I'm glad something don't feel right. Okay, so anyway, I woke up and I was just like, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck, but I'm getting out of here. All right. I may not have any proof that something went wrong, but I'm getting out of here. So I get up, I get my suitcase, and I leave. I leave, and I end up matching with this guy. So yeah, I was using a dating app at the time. I know I always do this, but I was using this dating app at this time, and I ended up meeting with this white guy, right? So we met up. He looked kind of frail, and went. So he was just like, yeah, you seem pretty cool and whatnot. And I was just like, well, um, can spend the night or whatever, right? Or crash at your place. I have my own suite and whatever, right? My own suite. You can definitely come. I live with my parents, but they live in front of. I ended up hanging out with him for a little bit, right? Then my peoples were like, "Oh, where you at?" and whatever. And I was like, "Oh, I ended up going out, drinking and and smoking and stuff like that. So I decided to crash at a friend's house, right? And this friend, quote unquote, was, and you probably like, that's dangerous too. You don't even know him. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, the man was literally 5'2", 100 pounds. So I was just like, if anything, I could whoop him. You know, he can't take me down. Like, if anything, me and him, like, I'm gonna get out alive, point blank, period. So, so yeah, I ended up chilling at his place, and the next day, they were like, oh, let me come visit your friend's house, because he had like a farm and all that stuff and whatever. So anyway, we went to his friend's house. I mean, they came where I was to come get me, quote unquote. And we didn't talk about the situation the night before. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they didn't talk about why. Do you not know that? So even though you may be unconscious or in a sleep state, your body still tells you something is wrong. It could be physically obvious, mentally obvious, or spiritually obvious. Aligned physically, mentally, spiritually, told me get on point. Anyway, so this is one of my um, survival stories that I can relate to. I can relate to Shinquela because happened to you. Why are you? Let me tell you something. What people call me, you can call me an outcast, call me lonely, you can call me, I, but I choose own my family, my so-called family. I'm sorry, they have not healed with. Let me explain. People before you, your parents, your grandparents, your parents before that, have dealt with things in their life that they have not healed from. And sure enough, they will either you or someone else or some animal or it will come out. And when it comes out, I choose to remain teaching my child to choose themselves over anything, and was not taught to the people that I lived with, the people I called family. If you do not quella, okay, I'm not hurting, but what I'm if you do not leave, you will end up like Shinquela and so many people before her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not the only one that is a survivor. Let me explain. Let me go back. Do you recall when I said, I ran away and ended up finding someone to rescue me? Now, the person who quote unquote rescued me, believe it or not, he too was a runaway. He shared his story with me. He said, look, I just came back to the US because when I grew up in somewhere like Mississippi or some place in the US, right? He was just like, yeah, I grew up there, and every week I was losing my friends from opioid addiction. But anyway, him and his white friends were getting addicted to opioids. And he decided to escape that. He decided to leave the US, went to China, and like maybe 6 years without his anybody, with no friends, with no fucking body. All right. So he decided to move to a Caribbean island. I'm not going to say where, to restart with his family, okay? Just his mom and his dad. That's it. And he left everybody behind because it was a traumatic experience. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, my quote unquote rescuer was also a runaway. So, a lot of people you see out here have a story. You know, I've met a lot of people. I've seen so many faces. I've been so many places. There's nothing that I have not seen or heard. Okay? Um, with that being said, shit. Alright. So, I'm back. I know. A lot of stops in between, but forgive me. So, yeah. So this man was like every week, every week, someone would end up dead, overdosing. So he decided, you know what? That's not gonna be my life. I'm not gonna allow this to take my life. And I decided to leave the country. He left the US, okay? He left the US, he went to China, you know, and lived his life. He started over to the point where he no longer even use his government name anymore. He just adopted a whole new culture and didn't even return to the US. And honestly, the people that he called mom and dad, I can assure you, those were not his real mom and dad. So, best and believe, I'm telling you, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. I don't care if you need to leave the country. I don't care if you have to run away. I don't care if you have to change your fucking name. But leave these demonic people behind. I mean, I'm not, let me not say demonic, okay? It's 222 right here. These people are unhealed people. You are not the problem, they are the problem. They walk around with shame, disgust, and pain, and they are trying to transfer that to you. And it is your responsibility to either take the pain, disgust, and shame or reject it. All right? So I'm going to continue with the story. The same people, the same fucking people that invited me first family vacation, wink wink, didn't complete what their mission was to, like, end my life basically. So they weren't able to end my life there. So they decided, you know what, let's have another family vacation, right? I declined. All right. I declined. I said, fuck that. Nah, I'm good, right? And then they had a third family vacation. And in while I was pregnant, all right? And you know where they invited me to? Mexico, Mexico, all right? And I was like, dang, I really want to go to Mexico because I've never been to South America before, okay? I was just like, you know what? Mexico would be a really nice place to go. And before I become a mom, right? I even thought about it. I was just like, dang, I really want to go. So these people will study you. Again, these people will study you and know what you like. They'll be like, okay, this person is passionate about traveling, is passionate about different cultures and different languages and so on and so forth. We know how to get her out of her safety zone, her safe zone, okay, her safe space, and basically plot to end your life, point blank, period. So, anyway, I was just like, you know what? I guess I can go because I don't think they would end my life while I'm pregnant. Okay? That's what I said. All right? That's what I thought. And so, anyway, I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and think about this. I already bought my ticket. I bought my ticket and everything. And I went to the doctor and I said, look, I'm a couple months pregnant and I want to go to Mexico with my family, quote unquote family, right? And then, jeez, my doctor was like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going anywhere? It's like, no, haven't you heard? I said, what? Haven't I heard what? He's like, haven't you heard about Zika? There's this thing going around with the mosquitoes, and I don't want you to get infected. I don't want you to get infected by Zika. I said, yeah, are you sure? He's like, yeah. Everybody's talking about it and da da da. And I was just like, what is the likelihood of me getting Zika while there? You understand what I'm saying? I didn't think it was, possible, but I know there's a risk, right? So he convinced me. He was just like, you know what? Stay here and do what you need to do. Don't go to that family vacation. And I sure enough listened. I used that as an excuse to why I could not go. And I truly believe that saved my life. That doctor saved my life, okay? So, with that being said, all right, don't, the people you label as family, just be careful, all right? The people you label as friends, just be careful. The people you label as husband or wife or spouse or child, okay? Just be careful. Safety first, all right? Watch your back, all right? Don't be gullible. Don't be a sucker. Don't be the ones that say, oh, I want to be able to take pictures and I don't want to, FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't be the ones to be quick to be like, oh, I want to be invited to somebody's house for some turkey and ham and mac and cheese and whatever. Just just be mindful that your life is valuable and the company you keep, boy, is the key. And the company you keep might be you and you alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. And nobody, fucking nobody, should shame you for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? People that don't know your story, people that don't understand where you come from, Tell them to kiss your black ass or white ass, whatever. Just kiss your ass, okay? Um, so with that being said, there's a lot of survivals. There's a lot of living, breathing shinquillas. They saw the red flags. They've given chances after chances and decided to walk away. I am a living and breathing shinquilla, thriving, popular, rich, ambitious, happy-go-lucky with a golden heart, and was betrayed by her own bloodline and so-called friends too. So again, choose you, love you, and put yourself first, point blank period. All right, do you understand what I'm saying? That's the message that I had for today. Okay, children, if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know somebody's story, shut the fuck up. If you see somebody and say, look, I don't want to associate myself with these people, don't assume anything. Do you understand? And don't label people as, just don't label people. If you don't know, you don't know. Just shut up and mind your business. All right, so with that being said, there's something else too. Oh, and who was it again? Oh my God, I just saw the news about R. Kelly. My mouth dropped, y'all. Is R. Kelly out? Y'all, comment down below. Is R. Kelly out, yo? Well, like I said before, history repeats itself. Who do I hold accountable for Shinquella? I hold the oppressors for Shinquella's death. Who are the oppressors? You tell me. You tell me. I truly, truly hold the matrix, the so-called elites for Shinquella, because it is confirmation that Shanquella and what's his name, R. Kelly, it is confirmation that something is going on. What is something? Something meaning brainwashing, brainwashing through trauma, yes. Brainwashing that black people must hate one another and must kill one another. And at the end of the day, they too are dealing with those consequences of brainwashing us to kill and traumatize each other. Their kids are dying, are being addicted to these opioids. You see how things connect? Okay, like what's his name said again? From Gangster's Paradise. At the end of the day, don't you see that you hurting yourself? You think you hurting me, but you hurting yourself and your kids. At the end of the day, it's a full circle. I'm telling you, so-called elites, agents, whatever, Illuminati, I'm telling you, black people are really the only answer. They hold the key to save this world. But if you keep traumatizing and brainwashing these kids that they are valueless, that they are worthless, and all they are is hoodlums and murderers, that will manifest. But if you truly tell them who they are, that they are gods, that they are living, breathing gods, they can save this earth, this Mother Earth, okay? Um, but yeah, like, R. Kelly and Shinquela situation, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just because I'm, first generation American, I can tell you we all have the same problems. It don't matter. It does not matter where we are, but all black people on this earth deal with the same problems. And it's the same witchcraft, it is the same brainwashing, and it's the same spells that we are under. I'm telling you, there is something in the water. We need to stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. We need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. There is something wrong. So, with that being said, we meaning all black people on earth need therapy. We need to heal. You cannot tell me we don't need to heal or need to undo the brainwashing, to undo the spells, the witchcraft, the warlock, whatever. All of that needs to be washed off of us. It's a spell and it needs to be broken. And it can be broken. Look at me. I broke the spell. Well, yeah, I guess I'm chosen or whatever, whatever. But still, I'm here for a reason. I'm back for a reason to wake y'all asses up. My mission is complete. Point blank, period. When I speak with truth. When I speak with transparency. And when I speak with love. I don't speak for fame, for fortune, or whatever. I have all that. So, with that being said, take care, be safe, choose you, change your name, run away, restart how many times you have to restart, but choose you and stay alive. Point blank, period. All right? Find you a new mom, find you a new dad, find you a new grand. It is really, really, really crucial that you find a needle in the haystack. And the needle is good people. It's really hard out here to find people who are genuine and who really would look out for you. It's really hard out here. But don't give up, all right? I'm definitely looking for towards 2023. It's going to be a new year, a new start, and God bless. Be well. So let's go ahead and close this episode with our theme song, which is hashtag 123ONLY. 123ONLY. Nameless fame. Yeah, that's me. 123ONLY. All right, so I just want to go ahead and apologize for the girls who I almost ran over. I saw a group of black girls next to my place, and I was scared as hell. I was just like, shit, I'm not about to be the next Shinquela. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I got triggered and re-traumatized by just seeing a group of black girls. I literally saw murderers, period. Again, y'all don't understand how the Illuminati work, how witchcraft work, and how brainwashing works. That shit is real. Like TV and all that stuff that we see, it's very dangerous, okay? So what you consume can fuck you up. So again, detach. Detach from every fucking and take your time to heal. And it is possible. Till next time, everybody. Good night, and Taino forever.